Oh, getting all the gear. That's amazing. Love to see it. Let's do that before going in, so I don't lose it in here. Because I don't want that. Already that's it. Thanks. Don't care about it. I'm not playing warrior, I'm a mage. The blackest of mage. Blackest of mages. And here we are. Last boss. I'm gonna lose an opinion because that's just how it's gonna be. Hello, you that did like 3 backflips over a house. We meet again.
Filthy rats! Begone with you!
No, begone with you, Holy Shane.
Sickness must be purged!
Okay.
And now the final cup! This shall be a mercy. You disgust me.
Jeez.
Sickness must be purged. Be done with you. Sickness must be purged. Sickness must be purged. Be done with you. Sickness must be purged.
Okay, there we go. That was kinda awkward, but hey, I survived. I clicked the wrong button there once. Oof. I was going to... But I clicked. Click that. But hey, give props to the healer. And what did I get? Ooh. A new hat. Finally, a new hat. Okay. Oh.
Oh, power! How can this be?
How this can be. I'm a better black mage than you. That's how it is.
Fall back!
No, I'm trying to fly away.
Father, please!
Yeah.
We were not too late, my friend! Why must you do this, Father? Nidhogg is fallen. There is no need for further deception. Now is the time to renounce the lies which led us down this path. To start anew!
And tear down the very pillars of our society? Our history, our values, everything we have built over 1,000 years?
Yeah, everything you
Fool to the
built upon
last.
a lie.
Look out!
I did not want to see this scene again. Ugh. Makes me sad every time.
Go. Asisla awaits.
Every time.
Lord Orchefort!
I love Horseford. He's a good dude.
You are unharmed? Forgive me. I could not bear the thought of... Oh, do not look at me so. A smile better suits a hero.
Horseford, why? It was like the one last dude that was like, yeah, can help you guys, when everybody else was like, no, we can't. You're outlaws. Can't help you. And he was there. He was the one to be there for us. No, not what to say. Brothers, they got it up for Tim's money. It's fitting that we dropped our gesture hat for this. Yeah. No, I'm sad. Brothers, listen to myself. Massive. Yeah, it must hit his family really hard.
Don't. Please. A knight lives to serve, to protect, to sacrifice. There is no greater calling. Leave me to mourn and give chase. For my son, and for the nation he loved. Go!
Yeah. I will catch the Archbishop and make him repent 10 times.
His sacrifice shall not be forgotten.
My son.
The very first time watching a scene made me cry. It was the first time this game made me cry. It was like, ooh. It's not often that a game made me cry, but that. Oh, never easy. Never easy to watch that scene. Okay, just stand there in silence, but when all others have forsaken us, Lord Horseford took us in, yeah. A beacon of hope in a world of darkness. Oh, did his must raise our spirits, so that we might face our troubles with courage, with conviction, so that we might face them as knights. The sin of antiquity. We must press on with our missions. Tartaru, pray return to your duties at the Forgotten Land. Let us go. Speak with Sir Emmerich Drift. I worry for his well-being. No sound. I have more of recording. Yeah. I wish the recording session ended up like that would be the last thing I did. But no. The audience with the Lord Commander, yes, of course.
My friends, I am in your debt.
Thank you.
Think nothing of it. Your wounds are healing well, I trust.
Some wounds do not heal. The founding. The scriptures, 1,000 years of lies, all to deceive the common man. Nay, our own brothers and sisters. For the blood of the Knights 12 flows within all our veins. You knew this to be true. You knew, and you concealed it.
I should be interested to hear how you came by this knowledge. But yes, you have the right of it. The architects of Ishgard, King Thordan and his Knights 12, entrapped and butchered the great worm, Ratatoskr, that they might partake of her eyes and thereby transcend their mortal limits. Upon learning of their treachery, Nidhogg was consumed with a murderous and justified rage. I dare say you know what followed.
Yeah.
The great worm slew the king and half of his knights.
Aye, but Nidhogg was subdued, and his eyes plucked from their sockets by the knights that remained. Their one mistake was to show mercy, for from his brother Hreysvelgr did Nidhogg receive a new eye, thus rejuvenating his form and empowering him to embark upon an eternal quest for vengeance.
Whilst Thordan's son Haldreth took one of Nidhogg's eyes and learned to wield its power in defense of his people.
Thus was the first Azure Dragoon born, and ever since that time, his honored successors have risen to drive Nidhogg from our lands whenever the worm has returned to plague us. I ask you, my son, will you answer for my sins? Will your son and his son answer for me as well?
What do you mean?
If a man cannot atone for his sins in the course of his all-too fleeting life, must his progeny then be held to account? Must every subsequent generation be judged as well?
No.
Thordan's betrayal of Ratatoskr was an unconscionable, unforgivable sin. Should we then, as his descendants, meekly surrender ourselves to an eternity of punishment?
No.
Nay, say I. I would not see our children sacrificed in a vain attempt to appease an implacable foe. Dragons are not like us, my son. To they who live forever, the wrongs of antiquity are as those of yesterday. No reparations shall ever suffice.
That doesn't matter
This
since we
fact alone
killed
should serve
Nidhogg.
as ample justification for our actions. Yet some refuse to see it as such. For men like you, who yearn to commit themselves to a nobler cause, a more compelling narrative is required.
This is your solution. This is how you protect our people. You have given us a lost cause, a death sentence. With your compelling narrative, you but doom our countrymen to give their lives for a lie.
And they do so gladly. Highborn and lowborn alike are proud to serve, to fight and die for their country. And what would you say to them? What would you tell the wives who have lost their husbands? The mothers who have lost their sons? That their loved ones died for naught?
No. That the Archbishop had told the
Over the
lie
course of 1,000
that have
years,
continued
countless
a
men
war
have
that
donned
could have
these
been
robes,
avoided
and every
long
one of
ago
them came to accept the necessity of this solution.
by focusing
Once,
the
I hope
instead
you
of
might come
hating
to accept it as well.
others is to focus the effort on quelling Nidhogg's rage.
Do not despair, my son. Soon I shall free us from the sins of antiquity, and bring about the change you so fervently desire.
What are you talking about? We already done that. Now you just want power.
If he has spoken with others, I would have their names. Escort him to a cell and question him thoroughly.
Your Eminence.
It's like the Archbishop's goal that he tell others that his goal is has already been achieved. So now he doesn't have any
You saw
justification.
something, did you not? A vision of the past?
So you're trying to rationalize his action for
So this
the
is
lie
the
he
power
told.
of the echo. Would that it had shown you a finer moment from my past. 'Twas an exercise in futility, as you saw. Faced with the firmity of his conviction and his many ready rejoinders, my words deserted me. To be frank, I am embarrassed to recall it.
A friend once impressed upon me the importance of differentiating between words, deeds, and beliefs. Were he here, I suspect he would judge your father's conviction to be no more than rank self-serving delusion.
Yeah,
Even so, I cannot help but wonder what manner of change he intends to bring about.
I have given some thought to that as well. During the battle within the vault, the Heavensward demonstrated strange and unnatural abilities.
you don't say.
Aye, the manner in which Sir Zephyrin struck down Lord Horsefon was unlike anything I've ever seen before.
The mental gymnastics these people need to
The
do
spectacle
to
called
think
mind
what they're
King
doing is
Thornton and his
righteous
Knights
is
12 as they are
impressive though.
depicted in scripture. Holy powers and
But I
all.
fucking hate them all. Kill Torchwood.
Mere fabrications
Well, destroy
which have
them.
become objects of faith, instilled with the belief of countless devoted souls. 7 hells!
If
Let's
Lady
try to sing
Iceheart
about
can use her own body as a vessel for summoning, I see no reason why others could not.
Yeah, but
Are the Heavensward truly so reckless?
will a person without the echo
Unbelievable!
be able to withstand it? Or will they be
As
consumed?
they fled, my father spoke of Aziz La. Though I know not what he intends, I fear no good shall come of it. His ambitions are too great, and his minions too powerful. We must find the Heavensward and stop my father before it is too late.
Well, think about it. He may already be affected by a primal. The primal influence. Master Ronnie, myself now. I, Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knight of Ishgard, do hereby entreat the aid of the science of the Seventh Dawn. My aid is preventing whatever the Archbishop intends. Your aid in bringing him to justice. Too much blood has been spilled for the lies he perpetrated. No more. Life for death. I will have Sir Sepherin's heart for what he did to us. Yes, of course. But you were close. I know. Hey, it didn't kill the dude. I will be much more chill about this, but you don't kill the best boy and get out with it alive. Away with it alive. You just don't. Must have changed since our order's founding, but our duty to combat the primal threat has not. If the Archbishop and the Heavensward are guilty of a crime of summoning, then Drazor and I will stop them. Would that I could join in pursuit, but alas, my father's absence has thrown our government into chaos. Ever since the founding of our nation, there has been an Archbishop to serve as a guiding light for the masses. A force for stability to counterbalance the High House's ceaseless maneuvering. Convincing the people to recognize the truth of our origins would have been difficult even with my father's support. The road ahead is that much more fraught with peril without him. Yet walk if we must, for your unity is more vital to our survival than ever. After all, Nidogstead did not mark the cessation of Dravanian hostilities. Far from it. We will have to have a great need of each other's in the days to come. You may ever count on my lance, Sir Emmerich. To my dying breath I shall defend Ishgard from the Horde. If I may, Lord Commander, I would like to assist the science in the search for the Archbishop. Drazor myself, no, pray attend me outside. Very well, with me, Drazor. I believe we have much to discuss. Come on. Say you want a revolution. That's all he was eastward bound, so I sent word to Count Clouto on the off chance the airship passed me nearby. Sure enough, Lady Laniate informed me that it had been sighted by a scout. Then the Archbishop is somewhere in the Sea of Clouds. Or was not long ago. The airship was not been seen since it disappeared to the northern regions near Blue Window. Alas, because the region firmly held by the One of Honor and not easily accessible from Camp Clouto has held yet has to establish a foothold. We will need only an airship, but a captain bold enough to risk the beastman's wrath. I think we both know the perfect candidate, Racer. Let's pay a visit to Master Garland at Sky Steel Manufacturer. I see. Then I will take my leave for now. There are other matters which require my attention. Sure. Okay, to Sky Steel Manufacturer.